Hello everyone and welcome to a new tutorial. In today's video I'm gonna show you some Composer and NPM tricks and how to keep your packages upgraded to the latest available versions and how you can trick the updates. So um, let's get started. But before that, in the end I have a little surprise for you. So be sure to stick till the end, and I'm pretty sure some of you will probably like the surprise. First, I'm going to create a new branch. So I'm gonna go with updates, pushing this branch to the remote. Okay, so now we are good to go. I'm going inside the container, and first thing I want to do, if you remember, like a couple videos ago, we upgraded to Laravel 10, and we still are on the minimum stability dev. Now Laravel 10 it's officially out, so we can go to the stable as minimum stability. Just by doing that and doing Composer install, you will notice that some packages um, they're not install update. By doing that and doing Composer update, we'll see some packages are upgrading, some under downgrading because um, because of the stable version. So all the packages are now going to the stable versions. As for Laravel, you see it went from 10xdev to 10.2 because that's like latest stable version. Also, the Horizon are are published twice, so we need to remove the this line from Composer. That will be the start of it. And the next bit is the trick I want to show you and how to update packages. As you can see, we have like a lot in the require dev and a little bit in the require. But for big projects, this require can be like quite big. So I'm gonna show you a trick with um, PHP Storm as well, but a trick with Composer. Um, Meanwhile, I'm gonna create a Scratch file in here, which is going to be plain text, and I'm going to do a little bit of storm meeting. So if I hit the wheel and go down, I can be in here. If I go to the end, I'm the very end. And if I'm starting to delete from here, we'll delete from all the lines that I'm currently on. Okay. If I select something and hit Alt G, it will select this, and I can go left and then right, and like this we have the versions. And if I do this and again G, I can select everything, put one line, and like this do some tricks. These are like storm tricks. Probably if you are using VS Code, is not working like that, but yeah, this is something nice. Now, as for Composer, I want for PHP version 8.1, for Gazelle HTTP, I don't care what version. For Laravel framework, I still want 10.0. For Horizon latest available version, same from Sactum, same from Tinker. So I'm going to copy all of that and I'm going to type in here Composer require and paste all of that. So it will be PHP 8.1, Gazelle HTTP any version, and so on. And I'm gonna paste that in here. And those packages will be bumped up when this is finished. Those asterisks will be replaced with the version that's like in here. So that happened, and I'm gonna do the same thing for the required dev. Actually, if you don't have PHP Storm, one other way to do things, I'm gonna do actually, so you can see. So I'm gonna start typing them, composer require dash dash dev, and then I'm gonna paste one by one. So it will be Buried, Faker, and all of them one by one with a space between them. And for the ones that I want to look to the specific version, like the case of Ruave, that will be the Ruave security advisories. And for that one, I want the dev latest version as it is right now. So it will be this one, I want to be dev latest version, and Spatie Laravel Ignition any version. So like this in the required dev will be, and hopefully now we have some packages changes because I want to see how it actually will be. Yes, we have some packages changed. So Laravel Lang was bumped from 12.16 to 12.18, and some others in here changed as well. So this is a way to update your Composer packages, and obviously if you have like a very um, long list in here, some of them might throw exception that aren't compatible. um, if we are going to see probably in the future if we are using more and more packages about those compatibilities and how we can like solve those composer issues. I also hope you noticed I took advice of your comments from previous videos, and I hope this text is big enough and you can see it as it should. Okay, the next thing is to go to the package JSON, and in here will be something similar. So we want to update all of this to the latest available version. So will be npm install dash dash save dev because they are in the dev dependencies, and then paste one by one, um, and with a space between them. The difference between let's say compose and npm, if I paste them like this and space, will not install the latest available version, but the major from here and the latest available from the major. If I want the truly latest available version, I should type at latest after this. So I'm gonna take one by one, type at latest, and let's install all of this in here. Okay, this is where PHP Store might have come in handy. I'm typing like this because probably not all of you have PHP Storm, so I want to be a little solidar with you. And like this, we bump the npm packages to the latest available version, and obviously a build to redo the assets. Okay, so that will be how you bump your packages. What I want to do now is to add a little bit of extra composer packages that are useful and we are going to use in the future. So first I'm gonna start with a little discussion about Redis and what is the best to use. So in our Docker, and PHP Docker file, we have the Redis extension added and enabled. To check if you have the Redis extension on your server, you can do a composer require extra Redis and then any available version like this. If this will work, the composer require extra Redis, that will mean the Redis is installed on your server, or more specific, the PHP Redis extension. If we go in here to the config directory, well, if my storm will index and not block, and if we go to the database, I believe, yes. So the default Redis client, it's PHP Redis. If you don't have Redis enabled, obviously this will fail, but you can also have another solution. So you can do a composer require Redis and use Redis instead of PHP Redis. The downside of Redis is that Redis is slower than PHP Redis, so I recommend to somehow make the PHP Redis extension available and not use Redis. But if you still have to do it, you need to add this Redis client in your env and to change it to Redis. So like this, you are ensuring the Redis extension is installed. Another thing, or some other extensions that are really necessary for Laravel, but probably are on most of the servers, so will be XPDO, or same any version. We can do JSON, and like this, if you want to ensure some extensions are installed on the server, you can add to your composer, and when deploying the package, the project initially on the server, when you do the first composer, it will complain that those extensions aren't installed and enabled, and probably your code will fail. So like this, you ensure your extension are in there and available. And now I'm gonna add some Laravel packages that we are going to use later on. Among these, and I'm gonna mention what does each of them. So will be Laravel Scout. So this will be um, for indexing into an Elasticsearch the models and get searching faster for Laravel models. And with this Scout, we are going to use Search. So if you're not really sure what Search is, you can Google it. Uh, I'm gonna talk more specific about Search when I reach Search. So for now, we are just going to install the packages, the composer packages, and then when it come its time, we are going to use it. So will be Search PHP, mainly, yes, okay. Another thing, if you want to have like social authentication, like Facebook, Google, and some other GitHub, because you are using GitHub login, right? And probably most modern sites have social login. So we are going to use Laravel Socialite. Socialite, I hope I wrote it fine. And probably in the most projects with Laravel will be used the Aves configuration. So we are going to use an Aves cluster that we are going to define locally, not use the real Aves. So because probably um, we don't want to create test buckets and so on. We can want to play with it local. So to see how this it's possible and how you can even local or in a Docker environment use AVS services. So for that, we are going to need League, Fly System, and then will be Aves S3 and version 3. Because before Laravel 9, um, this um, this package would have used version 1, but now with from Laravel 9 it's using version 3. So we are going to add those packages in our require dependent. Okay, mainly search, yep, my bad. Okay, so now we are asked if we want to use PHP HTTP discovery as a dependency of one of those packages. So I'm gonna add that in the composer JSON as well. So I do I as the response for that question. And what you will notice if you do the same is that PHP HTTP discovery has been added in the allow plugins section. And those packages that I mentioned were added in here. They are showing with asterisk because probably Composer, oh, actually it finished now. So we should have the versions. So Laravel Scout 10, League Fly System 3, Melee Search 1, and so on. So that will be everything about Composer and dependencies updates. So now, because we reached the end of the video, let's go to the surprise, right? So my surprise for you is that I'm gonna choose one of you to update Composer and Laravel for free. So if you want to appear in a video with me where I update your Composer dependencies and Laravel, but yeah, only if you want to. I mean, I can update only the Composer and you do the Laravel part. If you don't want to like share the project with me, if you want to share your Composer only with me. So I'm gonna update Composer for one of you. I have like two simple conditions in order to do so. You need to be public subscribed to me, so I need to see your subscription. And in order to participate, I'm expecting a comment in the comment section with like, I want to update my Composer packages and or something similar. It doesn't need necessarily, but the meaning to be the same. And the deadline for this will be Tuesday at midnight, so 23:59:59. The um, let's say the chosen one will be on a live short on random org after I add um, all who commented by Tuesday night in there. So we are going to do the extraction live, and then when will be the best time? Probably we're going to, I don't know, choose um, let's say a service to communicate, or probably a screen share if you don't want me to have your code. We'll figure out a solution, and I will update your Composer and application if you want to. Like I said, it can be only Composer, not application. It's up to you. But yeah, I'm expecting your comments and see you. Thanks for watching.